A few months ago, one of my closest friends, Aoife, came up to me and said, "Evie, I met someone." Now, this was big news. Not only because Aoife and I had spent months joking and not joking about wanting boyfriends, but because we live in Dublin, where three things are in incredibly short supply: sunlight, affordable housing, and eligible men. When Aoife told me about Mark, I smiled, I hugged her, I said all the right things. And then I walked home feeling absolutely awful. I was really jealous. Jealousy is a complex emotion, a powerful mix of insecurity, fear, and anger that shows up when something we care about, a relationship, a goal, a place in someone's life, feels under threat of being taken. Jealousy thrives in scarcity. Whether it's real scarcity, like a lack of affordable housing, or perceived scarcity, like a lack of eligible men, when things feel scarce, they become competitive. But here's what I didn't realize at the time. Aoife meeting Mark didn't shrink my world, it expanded it. Today, I want to challenge the way you think about jealousy and about success itself. Because we've been taught to see opportunities as fixed, limited, and competitive, we've missed how our world is connected and how opportunity actually works in a social context. One of the unseen connectors in our world is facilitated by homophily. Homophily is the sociological concept that outlines the tendency for us to form close relationships with those who we're similar to. You already know it as birds of a feather flock together. Homophily operates through ascribed characteristics, like race, age, and gender, as well as achieved characteristics, like education, occupation, and religion. It's why when we look around us, the people we're closest to often share our similar values, traits, and ambitions. And it's also why success is closer than we think. When Aoife met Mark, my network expanded. Mark comes with his own group of friends, brought together by homophily, the same way Aoife and I got together. And because Aoife and I are similar, and she and Mark are compatible, the likelihood that his friends would be people with whom I would click with is high. Because of homophily and Aoife's new connection with Mark, I was suddenly one step closer to a whole new network of super great, possibly single men that I would likely connect with. And the power of homophily doesn't just work in forming new relationships. We see opportunities pass through and amplify in social groups created on the basis of homophily, in the workplace, at university, even on a sports team. If you've ever looked around, seen a colleague get promoted and felt that pang of jealousy, it's so easy to think that they're taking something you can no longer have. But what's really happening is they're changing the map for the both of you. They're gaining access to new rooms, new projects, new decision makers. And you're closer to all of it too. Maybe they pass on an assignment they don't have time for. Maybe they welcome you into a meeting you wouldn't have had the privilege of being part of before. No matter what, they're expanding access for the entire social group. And access is the currency of opportunity. Jealousy assumes success is a pie, but opportunity is really formed through connection. When Aoife met Mark, it felt like the slice she took left one less for me. But what happened is she gave me confidence, information, and most importantly, proximity to something I wanted, making my own goals more real and more reachable. Now I know the question you're going to ask, and no, I am not dating one of Mark's friends. But that's not the point. The point is this. I stopped viewing Aoife's relationship or any of my close friends' success as my own loss, because I began to recognize how their win became my win. So I invite you, look around at the wonderful people who you've attracted and the wonderful people who have attracted you. And the next time one of them succeeds and jealousy rises, which it will, don't judge it, sit with it, and then shift the question. Don't ask, what is this taking from me? Ask, what is this bringing closer? And what new opportunities will this lead me to next?